Na nézzük tovább akkor. Most átjöttem erre a szafaris pályára. És elég sok állatot találtam, ilyen zsiráfokat, vagy nem tudom mik azok. Szerintem rohadt jól néz ki ez a pálya. Tök jó, olyan zsiráfok is vannak, meg ilyen mindenféle állat. Tudok rugni is. Ilyen kurva jól néz ki ez a zsiráf-szerű állat. Ez a pályám ugye elég jól néz ki. Hol az a checkpoint? Ott fent. Ez aztán lehet a falon mászni, ha? De ott van középen. Azt hiszem, hogy itt van valahol a checkpoint. Itt. Nincsen semmi. Ki akartam menni földeríteni a másik pályarészt is. A másik részét a pályának. Ja, ezzel lehet futni a falon. Ja, az ott futsz. Lámák. Eddig ez a legjobb, ez a legérdekesebb pálya. Nem tudom, ilyen kis nyuvis. Tök sok állat van. Még itt elég sok küldés lesz szerintem még. Bőven. Hoppá, egy város. Mi a fasz? Stadion of Karet Flame. Új város. Még az olyan, mint a falusinak a lámája. Vándornak, vagy minek. Minecraftban. Én ezt tudom melyik pálya, nem ez a de minden indultunk. De, innen mentünk el. Bassza, nem biztos. Nem veszi fel. Azt ott vagy. Nem nézem a térképet, de szerintem innen mentünk el. Ja. Idét. Ja, ott van is checkpointjaim ott. Ja. Itt voltunk legelőször. Innen mentünk el aztán a hajókkal a másik, a Vízi gyáras pályára. De megint neki kezdtem pörgetni nerfert. Mennyit pörgettem, de nem adta meg. Még egy pár napon van még, hogy kipörgessem, most szerencsém van. Majd több checkpointot nem, de még itt is van egy. Hát ezeket most itt megnézegetem, még közelben vannak, azt nagyobb lesz a pályám. Videón kívül tudok küliket csinálni, farmolni a pirogömet. Az a lényeg. Jöttök, hogy át lehet váltani már állatokra is amúgy. Közel lehet a falon futni. Végre egy értelmes állat még. Ilyen nem vouch. Hoppá. Ezen a pályán még nem annyira kínlódtam. Nem tudom, nem is fogok még itt egy ideig lenni. Alapból visszamegyek még a izébe. A... milyen küldi. Jó, már. Nem tudom, ez meddig bírja a futást a falon. Nem sokáig, úgy látszik. Ez milyen állat? Ez ugyanaz, jó. Kéne. Utána léptek szájbaszott falakat, bazd meg. Szerintem fő se lehet menni egyébként, hogy nézem. Bár nincs egy repülő alatt. Az kell nekünk. Jó, ez jó! Ezzel kéne fölmenni, baszki, ez belemegy a földbe is tényleg. Ja, de azt nem fog fölmenni odáig. De fölmegy, jó. Mi a faszom, már mindig meg kell állni valahol. Most mi van? Most még kell harcolni. Jórial, minek kell bántani. Köcsög lád az állat egyébként. Ja, megvédtük a lámát. Az ki az ott a háttérbe, te a női a láma? Lehet, hogy jövi a láma annak a csaj. Megint ami küldetés. Beszarok, hogy mindig ami küldetést adnak. De nincsen semmi baj. Nincs olyan, amikor egyszerűen éges cuccok kellenek. Megint egy puzzle-ös geci gondolat mondom. Úgyhogy mi nem jó? Nem benne a borult puzzle-ökbe. Rohadjál meg, leszarom. Ott rohadjál meg. Oké, hol van ez a izé? Lent van. Itt van lent, bazd meg. Itt valami egyes pálya van megint. Hű, bazd meg, melyikkora hely már? Na, az még egy darab van itt, azt lehet, hogy földerítem. És mi azt, hogy nem tud teleportálni. Ja, végig kell nézni ezt a cutscene. Megvettem pár darab kristályt is, úgy 2000-et adott. Nagyon nem éri meg. Pénzkidobás. A kúriát, hogy tudok madárral lenni, geci. Na végre, mondtam én, hogy lehet azzal is lenni. Ez akkor elleszek egy jó ideig. Ezzel lehet majd földeríteni a pályákat. Tök jól néznek ki az állatok egyébként. Na, mi nerfer karakter kell behívni. Joiningolni akar. Ja, állattal nem lehet. Hű, bassz meg. Egyre jobb. A madárra fő kéne deríteni nagyjából helyet. Nem szoktak el sokan játszani vele, szerintem azért hívogatnak. Nagyon ritka. Lent van, bazd, ne szopas. Ah, valahol itt érzi. Na te milyen állat vagy? Denevér. Ezzel is játszottam ma. Nevér. Hú, de beszaggattam te most. Isten, milyen izék vannak. Ilyen állatok. Mindjárt beaktiválom amúgy. Mire jó, de... Itt is más gyűjteni valóban. Majd végig, akkor már pörgetek egyet, akkor... Szerintem úgyse fogja megadni. Hát ha. Marad még 100 valamennyi kristályom. Mondtam, bazd meg, hát... Fizikai képtelenség nyitni, bazd meg karaktert 3-4 pörgetés alatt. De nem az, hogy adna valami új karaktert, bazd meg, ugyanazokat dobálgassa folyamatosan. Kis nulla azóta mi jó. Beteg ez a játék komolyan. Micsoda mélyfikázzák sokan ezt a játékot. Kásfos. Mindjárt amiket mindenit csinálj tovább a izét, a küldit. Elkezdtem. Elég volt ennyi. Ezt csináltam. Itt a csávó.
This abandoned temple does bear some marks of the abyss. The falcon of the west. Though it can soar in the wind, it Oh, it's nothing. Let's head inside.
A csávó is itt lesz.
Time for some training?
The scent of the abyss is getting stronger. It's not far now.
Everyone wonders what the Abyss Heralds look like. Do they look something like the Abyss Mages?
Let's head further in first. If we do see that creature, that'll spare me the explanation either way.
Disappear!
Aj, már a kurva anyádba.
Submit for judgment. A touch of frost.
Jó sok csesz van azért, bazd meg. Gyere már le. Jó, bassza meg. Egyben abba aktiválja ezt a kurva pajzsát amúgy. Ez a hülye kristály felerősíti őket.
One with my blade.
Anyádat. Voltunk itt egyszer. Jaj, de jó. Kettő ilyen takony is. Időközt már basszák a kurvány.
Disappear. A touch of frost. From whence you came.
Just a
nem
few
csinált
abyss
semmit.
mages?
Tök jó.
Seems like that herald might have already left. The abyss. It is chaos, and it is also destruction. It is a morass of inconceivable madness that encroaches upon this world's very foundations. That is why even the Dragon of the East, a servant of a deity, was unable to resist its corrosive powers. And the creatures of the abyss desire nothing less than the overthrow of a world ruled by the Archons.
You seem to know a lot about the Abyss, Dame.
Well, we do have some history. I suppose that's as far as chit-chat goes. We should head to Wolvendom. Judging by the traces I'm following, their next appearance may be within the territory of that old wolf. Perhaps we may find our Abyss Herald there.
Meg az, hogy ez a pirogemet ez nem adja a játék, mint a legtöbb ilyen izébe. Szinte a játékban fejlődni se lehet, hogy ilyen gyűjtögetni ilyen cuccokat. Az meg izével is meddig kínlódott ma. Nem felre, ma kétszer pörgettem már, bazd meg. Kétszer egyébként. Zene zomba is volt, mikor kétszer pörgettem, de kétszer valamennyit, de ott, mikor ott is ugyanezt csinált, hogy kipörgettem én 70-et, 80-at, bazd meg, aztán nem adta meg, adott helyette másikat. Aztán meg
Swift and merciful.
ugyanezek a készítők egyébként, szóval nem csodálkozok, hogy miért csinálja ezt is.
Wind blade.
Most nem megyek a játék ellen,
Is this an answer from this world?
nem hiába hívják ezt pénznyelő játéknak. Annyi pénzt elszívnak a játékosoktól, mint a kurva annyi. Annyit oda kiköltenek rá, baszki. Ja, és itt nem a szerencsém múlik már szerintem. Azon nem ennyi pénzt fizetsz, bazd. Most figyeljétek, számoljuk ki, hogy valaki ilyeneket vesz 44 000-ért, 6 000-et. Hát jó, nem mindig. Max csak akkor, hogyha nagyon muszáj, de ember ennyit ki a faszomod érte. 13 000.
Well, we're in Wolfendom now. Think Dean's waiting for us up ahead? We should meet up with him quick, in case the wolves decide they don't like him.
Ez mi a tök, amit mellette? Ez a tüze. Nem kezdő hülye farkassal megküzdeni.
Great Wolf King of the North, sharp of fang and keen of claw, and yet dwelling here only. No, nor does it know me. I only know these things because a previous traveling companion of mine once wanted to hear its story. All right, let's go see if that Abyss Herald has stopped by here.
But where do we begin? Are you standing here because of these strange bonfires, Dean?
Indeed. See that? Floating above the flames? It's an abyssal spell. Knowing what I do of the Order's habits, they've probably left similar marks behind elsewhere. Let's have a look nearby.
Jaj, de... Tudom, hogy van rengeteg fajta pálya. Lesz ilyen dzsungeles, van az a sivatagos, van az a robotos. Na.
Do you think that those monsters by the bonfire are under the Abyss Order's control? Looks kind of scary. Let's beat them up first.
Barbados!
Azt a kurva kapják ám, bazd meg. Időjük sincs fölfogni, mi történik.
A touch of frost.
That's that. Let's go check
Yeah.
out that bonfire.
Csak meg kell védeni a tüzét. Vagy nem.
Looks like this bonfire's also got something to do with the Abyss.
Olyan, nem az érdemes fölkészülni erre a játékra, hogy nagyon durván meglátszik rajta is. Pénzéhes. Tudod, az ilyen játékok alapból ilyenek sajnos, ezekkel nem tudsz mit baszni, mert ez... Rádban erőltetve bazd meg azt, hogy ez megszerezd. Ilyen kényszer miatt, hogy... Jaj, kell az a karakter akkor.
Bonfire spells. Looks like the Abyss. Where did these monsters pop out from? Let's clear them out and quick.
With the wind!
Time to relax.
Sokáig bírták.
Have you finished searching? I searched around these parts and found some signs myself, but they were left behind by abyss mages. and there was no deeper abyssal power to them. It seems that even an Abyss Herald would not wish to make trouble with the Wolf King of the North. We should leave as well. If there's anything praiseworthy about that old wolf, it's his territorial nature.
But now we're out of leads. Are we going to have to give up?
No. There is one more place we can go. Let's get a move on then. I'll wait for you at Storm Terror's lair.
Be kell menni a Storm, hogy hívják az. Élmezgis itt várnak.
I've heard about what happened to you during Mondstadt's crisis. When you came, this place was known as Storm Terror's lair. But I suppose that this place is more lair than Storm Terror at this point. In fact, if my memory serves, this ruin has had largely nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. The first time I laid eyes upon the ruins of old Mondstadt, the dragon of the East had yet to fall, much less come to nest in this place.
Huh? But Paimon remembers that Dvalin first got in trouble hundreds of years ago.
Don't think too much about it. Do you remember the light actuators that once sealed this ruin? If the Abyss Order is interested in this location, then they will not neglect those mechanisms. Let's go see what the situation is at those light actuators.
Look! There are lots of monsters gathered over there.
Wind, hear me. Bad dreams be gone.
Sajnálatos. És készít.
Windblade!
Sweet dreams.
A touch of frost!
Barbados, guide us.
Ferret blade!
Az a nagy dög is lefagyott.
Disappear!
Meg tudtam, le lehet fagyasztani.
Turn that frown upside down. Cast your worries to the wind.
Windblade! Forth, my blade! From whence you came!
So in the end, we still couldn't find that Abyss Herald. But
I wouldn't call not having to gaze upon such a creature a shame exactly. Still, I do believe that you will come across one eventually.
no, you're right. If it's a really powerful monster, it would be best to go around it.
How good it would be if all perils one encounters in their journeys could simply be solved by going around them. Once upon a time, yes. I simply have experience from adventuring together with that traveling companion.
You know, Dane, you keep talking about that person this and that person that. Where are they now, anyway?
She no longer travels. I'm afraid that traveling can be too exhausting at times.
Oh, is that how it is? Well, why are you traveling alone then?
I still have some things left unfinished. Once they are done, I too will return home to rest.
Yep, and it's good to have a home to come back to, isn't it? We camp out a lot when we travel. Hey, once you find your sibling, we should find a place to stay too, shouldn't we? Mondstadt's Fisherman's Toast is pretty tasty, but Liue's Wanmin restaurant is great too. Either way, we should settle down in a place where there's good food.
Home. Well, it won't be too late to think about where you stay once your journey reaches its end. While you're still traveling, you should...
Huh? What's familiar?
A familiar feeling, you say? It could be someone you know well, or perhaps a monster. Whichever it is, we should see it for ourselves, and thus see clearly. We can reach the top of that cliff from over there. Let's go.
Whoa, Dane moves really fast, doesn't he? Let's use that wind current nearby to catch up.
Azt oda, hogy az anyámba fogja. Őt ott menni a szellővel. Reméljük, hogy fölvisz odáig. Jó, fölhozott.
Can you still sense that familiar feeling that you spoke of earlier?
But it doesn't feel like there's anything around here. No monsters, no people, nothing.
Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything strange about this place. It doesn't look any different from the last time I was here. My traveling companion brought me here on our previous journey.
So, Dane, what about you? What's your favorite place?
Me? I no longer remember. I merely followed my traveling companion around on that journey. That's all there was to it. Huh? A ruin guard's footprint. A ruin guard was wandering around here? No peace to be found, even for a single dandelion.
Hoppa, itt ez a csajdik.
What's gotten into you? You were just spacing out. Huh? You mean your sister? But how could that be? You only touched that dandelion for a second.
Perhaps that dandelion bears some sort of scent that only you recognize. As for why, has it perhaps experienced something related to you?
You're
Do not rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Your journey has only just begun, has it not? At least you now know that she is still on this world. At this time, the most important thing is the journey to find her itself. Yes, and this is something you must keep in mind as the meaning behind your journey. May you find your kin at the end of that journey. Well then, let us part ways here for now.
Huh? You're leaving? Already?
Only for now. Don't worry, we will meet again. After all, I did take 500 mora and those 3 answers you gave me.
Na, completeltem, fasza. Ezt a küldetést megnézzük, nem tudom, meg teljesítem hozzá, mi kell azt. Megnézzük. Mondom, kiválasztok egyet. Itt is már év voltunk úgyis. Ennyi rohadt tör van itt. Nagy veszély lenne erre. Az mi a jó kurva? Ez mi a faszom? Jó, geci. Mi a ráfog?
Wind, hear me.
A touch of frost.
Ez csak 32-es, ez lófasz.
With the wind. One with my blade.
Öcsfej. Én macskának kellett segíteni miattakon. Na, most már tudom kezdeni ezt a Crane Windet. Itt kell. Én már nappadnak. Legyen már egy kis fényesség. Most már nem annyira a szintre megy, ahogy látom a játék, most már inkább a izékre.
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Itt vannak lente. Ott az a csaj, akivel régen láttunk, hogy elment.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still
Köszönöm,
can't grasp
köszönöm.
that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to
Egyre jobb
forget.
karakterek jönnek.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't.
No more excuses! I know you have money. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shin Yue kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear!
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is, well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws? No, apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Bubu Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach. Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus?
El kell mennünk enni.
Seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get...
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating them!
Ez növényen mi a tököm?
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains! That proves it! Paimon knew she was an adeptus!
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow! You really don't have to. But having an adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plustrite...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So,
Ősítve.
it's you.
Baishu, what are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work by any chance?
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of Plustrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Érdekes. Vannak jó kinéző karakterek legalább. Annyi plusz van ebben a játékban.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any Sunset Vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away. Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some Sunset Vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure? Wouldn't it be a little, disrespectful? With him being an Adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him. Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that? Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go. There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long. So please, be very careful.
Okay, we will be. Thanks, Xingqiu.
Bazd meg, jó messzire kell menni. És nem messzire, de... Nem itt van, az biztos. Nem tudom, mi volt ez, ami gyűrűszerű. Úgy tök mindegy, hogy melyikkel megyek meg. Inkább erre menjünk. Ja, erre kell kifelé. Jöjjtok lenni pont. Nem erre akartam járni. Jó, Isten, hova megyek? Jöttek ez a kis bunker itt. Feltétlenül rag le őket ide. Csak értem, ilyen kis súba betenni őket amúgy. Szerint. Felmúlt. Nem tudom, hogy kastélyba megyünk, vagy nem tudom, olyan érdekes helyre mászunk. Ez egy jeges képességű.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
A mű neki kell menni. Jaj! Itt volt egy titkos bejárat. Értekem. Korrekt part level love. Ki a lovos? Ja, lehet, hogy ő a lovos. Akkor elhozom őt. Ja, de már itt van. Nem, de ő velünk van. Akkor elhozom őt.
Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see. Huh? Isn't that the Sealy from before? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we'd better be careful.
Most itt csalja vagyok. Az ügyeges. Tudod levegőbe menni. Az a csaj se néz ki össze. Ja, vannak jó kinéző csajok. De biztos erős. Ja, tényleg ezt kell széttörni, ez így lehet. Aha. Egyik megvan. Mistborn Outline boss tier. Mindegy. Oké.
Touch of frost. Wind blade. Disappear.
Ő tud menni levegővel. Hát, hogy több ideig kéne levegővel. Aha. Én basztam meg. Na. Ez mi értelme? Ja, 34-es vagyok.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
No escape!
Barbados, guide us. Transfiguration! Take your true form! The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Mint hogy jönnek ilyen vévek, lehet, hogy... Ezt kell szétbaszni ezt a szart itt. Azért volt élete. Ja, szétbasztuk. Azért néztem, miért van élete. Dük. De... Az jó.
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first. I swear by my sword!
Au. Nem, és bazd meg, én élezgessem fel az én szarjaimat, ez kurva jó. De... Akkor nem élesztem, akkor rohadjam meg. Ott eszkedik a faszom. Meghal a semmitől, bazd meg. A robot is fő fog kelni, van egy olyan sandagyanom. De most milyen gecinek kezd lehívni ezt is? Hogy már innen faszom, nem lát a szarcsi. Állj már a büdös kurva anyádat. Egy mászka össze-vissza, nem tudom mi hülye. Egy helyben maradni, bazd meg. Nem maradna egy helybe, basszam meg a nyelvet. Jókkal aktiváltad. Valahogy szar se lehet ebbe sebezni. Na, azért. Ilyen föld ez a hülye robot. Gondoltam. Istenem, hát hány kibaszott.
Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Ah, toljad ma. Még arra kell. Hogy miért tolja? Mit írt? Azt hiszem, hogy kőtől nem tud menni. Én ezt az, amit tudok csinálni. Ja, erre is tudok menni, Dick. Ja, itt vagyunk-e? Jaj, de már fasz. Olyan. Azt a kurva, hogy lefagyasztottam mind. Aj, már a többit is. Az a baj, ez hogy mindig másikat ütögeti. Az meg, hogy nem bírod meg kitalálni, milyen rák ez. A kurva anyádba. Hülyegyék, geci, mi vagy te? Ja, persze, úgy. Az a kedvencem, mikor hogy... Olyan jó kombinációkat tud ez a büdös köcsög baszni. Jaj, mert... Hát nem hiszem, hogy nem bír ez a rohadt geci megmaradni, bazd meg. A faszomnak ki lehívogatni mindig valamit, bazd meg. Lehívom ezt a csajt, leszarom. De... Megölik, bazd meg, hát beszarok. Nem hiszem, hogy nem bír egy kibaszott másodpercig életbe maradni, mert mindig aminek meg kell ölni. Úgy van a kurva anyádat, baszódjál. Rohadt gecikkel, majd mindig valamit baszni kell. Anyádat. Büdös fuzil geci anyádat. Menj ma a rohadt anyádba, geci! Ő is bazd, pörgezne. Hagyj mozdít már meg, büdös kurva, vagy rohadnál. A bazd. Ahogy van, lövöldözzél még. Baszakodáltam ezekkel a rohadt gecikkel. Igen, egy dankóros játékot, mi véletlenben nem basztam, mint ez komoly. Egy geci játék, bazd. Undorító, gedvás szutya. Rohadt köpedék geci. Tudom, melyik drogos találtak ezt a játékot, de egy agyhalott geci volt valószínű. Szellemére visszamarad. Állj már le, gecimet már. A faszomat nyomtam már meg, bazd meg. Nyilván már faszom belever, hogy nem ezeket a geciket megölni, bazd. A faszomat kell már, meddig kell ezekkel baszakodni. A szellemi fogyatékos ez a játék komoly. Menjél már a kurva anyádba, te passzonnak átcsaroztam. Ezek a lökés hullámok megölnek. A most esik le amúgy. Mennyi ütés kell már bele, hát nem hiszem el. Nyádat azt. Csak kurva. Fogadni merek, hogy nem tudom én most sem megölni ezt a gecit. Lehív még valami szart. Anyádat már, bazd meg. Vég. Csúbúzik.
Look
Ezzel jöttünk
the
ide.
sunset vermilion
Bye.
night? It's so huge. That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe, you seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
Hold on a sec. Paimon just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too! But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely!
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure? Be careful.
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself hurt, no matter who you are. You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
Is it now? Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead with the Plaustrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Ja tényleg ez egy ilyen pálya volt. Vissza kell menni, fogadjunk oda.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be one of those adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe, and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest Plaustrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In truth, it is the finest piece of Plaustrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
Shenhua, Shenhua! Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises!
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
Shenhua?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. All right? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
Nekünk hotelhoz. Durva dolgok lesznek itt.
Hi there! Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts. So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just through the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to it.
Shenhua, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help but notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before. Let's buy one for Shenhua too. She can have it as a midnight snack, or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. See you tomorrow.
Ide hoztuk, lehet, hogy egy hotelbe.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer?
Dika madár.
What's he doing here? Let's go and say hi.
Itt keres itt ez a madár. Jövő vele harcoltunk, mikor megtámadták azt a várost ezek a sárkányok, hogy mi a tökömök, ez a vízi cuccok.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhua too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Say Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor, all the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool! So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. Wait, what? Paimon neither! This is a real surprise!
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival, but not so her. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind, and she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her. Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well. It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus.
Jaj. Jó, időt kell váltani, jó. Meg kijön.
Hey, so, Shenhe,
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it?
oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title Friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's...
Köszönöm, te fejezni.
It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Look!
Ott a levegőváros.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Byron! And hey!
Még kik ezek?
People Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the
Új
punch.
karakterek.
Wait, I know you. You're the one who fought against the Vatuian Osile, right? Oh, sure enough, your reputation precedes you. Pleased to meet you. I'm Beto, captain of the Crux.
Beto? Are you here to join the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous
Skin
figure
Miyabi.
in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler. I'm sure you've heard of them before. And this is... sorry, I'm not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. Well, from today on, I guess all of us are friends. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side.
Wow. So it looks like the 3 of us are competitors now.
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
Sounds great, but how does it change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yun. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later!
Ningguang, Yunjin?
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion.
Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it.
The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Na, menjünk. Bekelne a városba. Meg kell kovácshoz menni.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Of course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past, for stage use.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry, my brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon. Even folks who don't make it to the opera all that often. Like myself. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber. The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've brought any yourselves?
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need two kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, that's trickier. It's all but unheard of on the market. I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some sort of magic trick that can pinpoint the location of the stuff. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the Divine Damsel of Devastation also takes place on that mountain. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there.
De mindig oda kell menni, ahol nincsen checkpointom. Mennyi minden van itt. Úgy éreztem, bazd neki. Ez jó, hogy ők a víz alatt tudnak közlekedni, ez úgy tök jó. Akkor hogy mondjam, hogy...
I hope the others find some.
I came to Mount Tianeng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic, towering peaks, and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed, this looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti.
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
Cool! A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite!
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me."
What a nasty piece of work! Ugh. Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place!
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
No! Don't do it, little girl!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air. That's how the opera ends.
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the Divine Damsel.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter Iron! Yeah!
Ilyen Iron-t kell keres. 81.
This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something? Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here. Shenhua, Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shinho. You're alive. The rumors were true. So, all these years? I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium, but I think you can find some information in the village. This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here. So you can rummage around all you want.
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhua?
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village.
Várni kell valamit. Így most ő kell menni ide.
The remains of a god, an abandoned village, Mount Tianheng. Does this mean that the true story of the divine damsel of devastation happened right here, in this village? The time frame certainly matches, so it seems we're in the right area. Let's keep looking around.
Things are going a little too smoothly.
What's this? So, Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh. The truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. She was forced into it. Oh. It looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there. This is it! So Basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll find us some Sabrosium. Let's go back and tell Shenhua the news!
Vissza kell menni. Örökhöz meg a csajhoz.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. Well, we all know how that story ended. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhua, we're back!
Oh, and I will leave you all in peace. Shenhua, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhua, look! This tells us how to find Sabrosium. All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts. So I'd like to change them.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth. But now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
It's okay. I like your version.
Huh?
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
Shenhua! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go! We can't let someone else beat us to it!
Minek jövök ide a vízbe. Úgy látom, nem is kell küszködni az idővel, de nem olyan sokat. Vissza kell menni a kovácshoz.
Oh, goodness.
So, are they okay?
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these. Guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to get up to speed.
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver some Adepti sigils to her. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much basic knowledge that I lack. Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met you, and I'll take care of those Adepti sigils.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work. Maybe I'll learn something.
Na, kovácsol nekünk valamit.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us.
Mindig hülye tökömet kaptam. Meglettem 34 is. Hogy küldiket nem csinálna az ember, akkor lófasz se fejlődne. Sima küldikkel nem tudsz fejlődni. Az a baj. Nem is kapsz pirogenet.
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, already? All three of you found them together. Okay, I see. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we found our winners. I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the plustrate yet!
I can't believe it. So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou?
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first. This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago.
Itt az a csajdik. Elég
Combine
láttuk.
the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber? The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well, guess Paimon will ask a question then.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity. All of these traits are crucial. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow, Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Great! So next time we run out of Moro, we just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this was a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, a sense of belonging.
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou, it's your turn. Do you have a question for Ningguang?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an ambush.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay alert.
Beidou, Ningguang, what are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence!
Na. Megint fölrepül. Ha megint... Hát ezt nem hiszem, hogy megint kijön a vízből. Tetszem, ma megöltük. Jaj, még egy maradt. Hajóval is mennek, milyen teszem.
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it! Well, let's go fetch the Adepti!
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
Jelentre is lövik. Hajóval is jönnek. Kapjam. Na.
All hands! Tsunami incoming!
What's that? Wait! A giant wave!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
igen. Utána nem, de jó. Meg kell vele küzdeni szerintem. Végleg, vagy nem tudom már hányszor jön vissza. Ja, úristen. Na itt vagyunk el.
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already
Gyere,
badly
fasz.
injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death,
Nem jössz le,
I
köcsög.
think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too.
Ja, ott van. Ugye itt van az egyik. A faszom, ezek többen vannak megint. Ó, bazd meg. Hoppá, egyik leesett. Még egy leesett. Még 3 feje van.
Transfiguration! My will embodied! Unleash! Cryo incarnate!
Nem tudom melyik fejét baszom szét most.
Obey!
Egy feje még él, bazd meg. Szerintem amíg pirosan világít, az lehet az övé. Még. Aha, ez az. Hülye köcsögök. Ójjaj. Nyilla könnyebb sebezni, rohadjon meg. Au.
Take your true form! Manifest!
Jó, lesebeztem. Megdöglött.
This place is unstable.
Nem
It
kapok
is too
kincses
risky to
ládát.
continue pursuing her.
Nem. De megdöglött le még.
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit the Jade Chamber in the future, you will be afforded generous treatment.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the Millilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one will not continue observing you hereafter.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection in which you returned. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child. In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she may be interested to hear about.
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered your energy. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis. This banquet must be the most spectacular ever.
A touch of frost.
Ő kell menni a kastélyba. Nem. Hát pedig de. Hát tudod, hogy megyek föl, bazd meg. Föl lehet teleportálni. Kérem, itt föl lehet menni. Itt. Jade Chambers. Ja, fel is jutottunk.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now. I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited that I've barely slept the last few nights.
Hey, look! Miss Yun is going on stage!
神女披冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。知道为敌人不是，自有知音多情字。功名烈烈见了心，只知不操心。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn too.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun! Here you are! Great to see you! Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an adeptus. Wait,
You're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be. This was definitely worth showing up for. Let me pull up a chair, all right? We'll all have a friendly chat, get better acquainted.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
Vége is a küldinek. Mindig mit kaptam? Dragon Free. Döntjünk a levegőbe. Ennek a... Energy. Ez szerintem nem. Hát, hogy illetve innen folytatom legközelebb. 143. Tudom, hogy annyira lófasz se de játék, szóval legyetek, hogy megcsinál a Spark küldit. Legalább egy ilyen 3-400-ot adhatna, bazd meg. Ha most fel 183. Ebben a játékban egyszerűen lehetetlen gyűjtögetni íróemeket. 2x95 ezt lehetetlen összegyűjteni, bazd meg, ez fizika képtelenség. Nem is értem, hogy van ez a játék itt le. Dükre van néz ki. Na mindegy, akkor majd innen folytatjuk akkor valamelyiket. Akkor lehet, hogy ezért ezt az atomosat. Mi a köztje? Hát nem csak a fél. Ezt kell megcsinálni hozzá, akkor nem